Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're all well. Okay, so we're going to go a bit off track now. I'm going to offer you my opinion on something. I don't normally do this. I'm not a overly political type guy on Facebook and social media. I think that it can cause more problems than it'll solve. But there has to come a time where somebody stands up and says something, and loads of people have already stood up and said something, and I think it's my turn. I haven't got a massive multi-million people audience. I've only got you guys, so I'm going to give you my opinion. I know I'm going to upset some people. I know I am, but I can't help that because this is how I feel. Global warming. Let's talk about that. You know, if you went to a mechanic to get your car MOT'd and he said, oh, you need a new tyre, don't argue with him, you just get a new tyre. If you go to the dentist and he says you've got to have that tooth out, tooth comes out. So I'm a bit puzzled as to why nobody's listening to all these scientists that are telling us global warming is happening. It's happening now, you know, in front of our eyes in some cases, and nobody's getting it. Nobody's listening, and that worries me. That for many years, that and deforestation, it has been a worry. It concerns me that some people are getting very rich at the cost to others. You know, there's thousands, probably more than thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of acres of woodland and forest being lost every year. You know, and a vast majority of that is illegal deforestation. It's got to stop. How do we get it to stop? You know, that and global warming have to be linked. They have to be. Common sense tells me that, and I'm no scientist. So here's the thing. For many, many years, I haven't used exotic timbers. Not at all. I try my hardest to use only Dorset timber. Sometimes I can't help it. I got to cross over the border to Wiltshire or Somerset to get what I need. But predominantly, my timber for all of my projects comes from Dorset. Now, with technology the way it is now, with synthetic dyes and and the old natural dyes, natural dyeing processes, why is it we've got to import a block of ebony or, you know, a block of rosewood that's red? Why are we doing that? So this is the logic that I don't understand. Okay, so if a customer comes out and says, I want that bowl and I want it in black, I'll do it, and I tell them I'm doing it. Because I'm not prepared to buy a piece of ebony that's come from a tree, from Africa or wherever it's come from. Some poor devil earning tuppence a day with a saw has had to cut that down. The locals haven't got rich on it, only the sawmill. And then the British guy who sold it over here has had his cut out of it. So where's the logic in it? Where is the logic in importing timbers to a country that has such fantastic timbers that we have? Here in England, we've got some of the best timbers in the world. We really have. You only got to look through my page for the photographs. Some of the bur oaks and the walnuts and the cherry, all different manners of timber that's come from local around me. Why are we still importing? There is no logic to importing timber. It's a fashion. That's what it is. And talking of fashion, there's a big thing across the wood turning community at the moment, and it's been there for a while, of colouring timber, so that wood turners will turn a bowl and put a coloured rim on it for decoration, or paint the whole thing. So why, if you're painting it, are you using exotic timbers? I don't understand the logic. For me, I want to see the wood, which is why I don't add paint. I don't add colour apart from a little bit of ebonising solution. I don't add any other colour. So if you're adding colour to the project, why are you using exotic timber? Why are you importing a timber that is damaging the planet by importing it? I don't understand your logic at all, and I want it to stop. I want all woodworkers who are watching this right now, who may see it in the next few days, to stop and think. Because it's woodworkers like me and you that are creating this business for the sawmills, because we're the ones driving it, because we're the ones buying it. It's not Joe Public buying a bit of ebony in the wood turning shop or the cabinet maker's shop or the sawmill. It's craftsmen like me and you. So we need to put an end to this. We need to stand up now. The likes of me and you, who are in our home workshops or businesses, wherever they are, we need to stop and think about what is going on this planet. And we need to step up and do something about it. And we can make a difference. If you think about it, just in the UK, there are tens of thousands of turners. Just turners. That's not counting cabinet makers, furniture makers, or anything like that. It's just turners. Tens of thousands of turners. And if you're all turning a goblet or something out of a piece of ebony, how many trees is that? If you're all turning a dibber or a light pole or a bowl out of rosewood, how many trees is that? Think about it. We don't need to be doing it. We've got beautiful timber all over the place in this country. You only have to go for a walk in the woodland and you can pick up a log for free. Then when you get it back to your workshop, you can colour it, cut it and colour it, make it into whatever you want to make it, and make it look pretty. You don't need to be using exotic imported timber. It needs to stop. And it's the likes of me and you that can make that stop. And it's a time that we got together. It's time that the woodworking community got together and stopped this, put an end to it. It really is. We got to do something. We cannot continue the way we are. So there you go. I've said it. There's my opinion. I think the borders should be shut to all exotic timbers. I really do. We have plenty of timber in this country, standing, and we can plant more when we need it. We do not need to be adding to the problem of global warming by encouraging deforestation. Now, I invite you to make a comment below. Absolutely. You may think I'm a total idiot to have this opinion. Well, everyone's entitled to an opinion. But I strongly believe that it's going to take something and someone like me and more of us to stand together and say, enough's enough. We've got to stop now. We have to help the situation. We have to help the planet. After all, think about what the trees give us. Air to breathe. Have a think about it. Leave a comment below. Take care of yourselves.